My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, my brothers and sisters? Hope you guys are having a good day today. Today, a brother is here to review Evil West, man. This game will be launching tomorrow, actually, and the kind, sweet, wholesome devs over at Flying Wild Hog actually sent me a review copy, and I've been playing the game for these past few days. So yeah, the embargo has lifted. At least I hope so. And this will be my review of Evil West. I knew about this game, but it wasn't like on my radar like that, but my viewers were telling me about this game, and then once the devs sent me a email saying, hey, you want to play this game early, I'm sold. So this will be my review of a game that I didn't think that I would at least get on launch day, at least. Evil West, man. Is it worth the 60 bones, my brothers and sisters? Well, let's find out. So in Evil West, you play as Jesse Rentier, a vampire hunter set on getting the American frontier back to normal after a sudden uprise of supernatural beasts and other creatures put the threat of humanity at risk. You and other members of the Rentier Institute team up to try to eradicate the threat before it gets too far out of control. I really did like the setting in this game. You kind of playing like this alternative version of the Wild West set in the 19th century. So, you know, the characters in this game talk a certain way, they dress a certain way, the locations look a certain way, but I really did like the vibe. I remember when they first showed gameplay of this game, some of my viewers were saying, this is just a Red Dead Redemption clone. And I'm just like, it's just like any game that has like characters that look like they cowboys and they travel by horseback, you're automatically a Red Dead Redemption clone. And it's just like, trust me, this game feels absolutely nothing like Red Dead Redemption at all, but I thought that was funny. From a story standpoint, I thought it was solid for the most part. You know, I was engaged for most of the storyline. I did feel like at times, though, it did have pacing issues, and kind of towards the end, it felt like the story was dragging just a tad, but for the most part, I enjoyed what was going on. I liked some of the characters in the game. Some of the characters were really funny as far as just like the humor and stuff like that. This game doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think that's I kind of like that about it.
Who do I have to bend over this bar and indiscreetly fuck to get some coffee around here?
What a day.
Mr. Secretary, maybe it would be for the best if you...
Maybe it would be best if you stopped interrupting me, you groveling mule! You want to make yourself useful? Get to the kitchen and fetch me a cup of coffee!
For some reason, when I was playing this game, it just reminded me of a PS2 game. You remember in the era with PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and just how playing games back then felt like. They were just fun and engaging, and you was just into the gameplay, and you was trying to unlock stuff just to make the game even that much more fun. That's kind of how I felt like playing this game. I feel like the gameplay definitely does shine over the story. While the story is still good, I feel like the gameplay is really where this game shines. It's a fast-paced third-person shooter with a bunch of abilities and perks to unlock and use at your disposal. As you're unlocking all these different perks and abilities throughout the game, as you're slaying all these freaking creatures and beasts and vampires, that's when the game really starts to get fun. I mean, it's fun for at the very beginning when like you have all the basic stuff, but once you start to unlock the good, especially towards the end, to where you really start to get like the good stuff, that's when it's like, yo, this game is like really, it's just a really fun game to play. Like the game has fun gameplay. It also has co-op. At times when I was playing this story, I kind of wish I did have co-op because I was playing it on hard mode. And yeah, There were moments when you are fighting all these different creatures and it's just like, man, I wish I had me a partner right now, because I died quite a bit on either bosses or just like certain enemies to get to the next point. Especially on this one thing. Oh my god, I got so sick of that enemy. But I think this game will be fun with co-op, especially at like certain parts in like the game. Not only will it be fun, but helpful. So yeah, it also has co-op if you're looking for that. The game takes you about 10 to 15 hours long to beat, to get throughout the entirety of the storyline. Again, if you're playing co-op, it might take you shorter or longer than that order, depending on which difficulty you're playing on. But the 10 to 15 hour run time is how long this game takes to beat. I'm gonna give this game a 8 out of 10. I had a good time playing throughout this game. Again, this reminded me of a game that you would play like back in the PS2 era, in a good way. Like it was just a fun game to play. It had all these like ridiculous creatures and beasts, and some of the boss fights were like actually really challenging and honestly frustrating at times to play through, but there were good bosses in the game, and all these different types of creatures and vampires, and just like the dialogue in the game and the gameplay. This reminded me of a game that you would see back in like that era. That's my review of Evil West. Do you guys plan on getting this game? Let me know down in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until the next video, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch you boys in my next one, all right?